will say is at one particular party, lots of big names, there was an artist there who said, hey, Lecrae, around 1 a.m., make sure you're not here. You just don't want to be here at 1 in the morning.
Diddy's case is getting darker and more disturbing by the day. Just when you think you've heard it all, new info surfaces, leaving us all shook. From wild parties to secret blackmail operations, it's starting to look like Diddy's not just in deep trouble, but he's dragging others with him too. There are reports about the feds getting their hands on some serious tea, baby oil bottles, freaky sessions, and high-profile names being terrified that their dirty laundry might spill. Stick around for all the latest updates because things are getting wild.
Party on the bed. Hey, mama said don't jump on the bed. We jumping.
So, we all know the feds raided Diddy's mansions and found a lot of suspicious stuff. But what really set the internet ablaze was the discovery of 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Yep, you heard that right. Since the news broke, memes have been everywhere. But let's be real. This whole situation with Diddy is far from a joke. People need to realize that it's not just about Diddy. It's about an entire industry of elites who'll do whatever it takes to satisfy their twisted desires. And Diddy's just one piece of the puzzle. There's a lot more dirt waiting to come out. According to one Homeland officer who participated in the raids on Diddy's houses, the authorities did find a bunch of tapes at his place. As for who's on the tapes, according to the source, there are recognizable names, but I won't confirm any of their identities. But it's more than just that one.
I'm told that when you go to a hotel, anytime you go to a hotel, you don't just check in the way everybody else does. You send someone ahead to prepare the hotel room for you.
That's called preparing the sexy.
Now, Diddy has been in the headlines for weeks, and apparently, he was placed on S-Watch while he awaits trial on 3 felony counts. Combs is currently in federal custody in New York City and is being closely monitored by the guards at the Metropolitan Detention Center. But hold your horses, Diddy's not circling the drain just yet. A source described this watch as procedural with high-profile clients. The insider further revealed that Combs remains strong and focused on his defense. What's more, a spokesperson for Combs revealed, Mr. Combs is strong, healthy, and focused on his defense. He is committed to fighting this case and has full confidence in both his legal team and the truth. That said, when this news about Diddy broke, people immediately started drawing comparisons to Jeffrey Epstein. And if you need a refresher, Epstein wasn't just accused of mistreatment, he was notorious for throwing wild parties with high-profile people, many involving minions. He'd secretly tape everything, then use that footage for blackmail. Sounds wild, right? And we all know how tragically his story ended in jail. Now, back to Diddy. Rumor has it he was pulling some Epstein-level moves. See, Diddy's infamous freak-off sessions weren't just fun and games. They were calculated blackmail operations. He'd allegedly lure big names to these wild parties, encourage them to indulge in shady activities, and then secretly film it all. Later, he'd use that footage to manipulate them.
He will be monitored by a third-party outside security team. We will put together any conditions possible in order to make sure that he is not a danger to society, as prosecutors claim.
However, there were some differences between the two. According to Lisa Phillips, a model traumatized by Epstein, Jeffrey wasn't an open secret. Jeffrey was all under the table. Only certain people knew about the S-trafficking. He was very smart. He was much smarter than Sean Combs, much more highly intelligent. When I was a model in the early 2000s, I knew all about mistreated women with Sean Combs. We heard about it, people talked about it. I think he just thought he was God and above all. Nothing was going to happen to him. When you have that type of wealth, power, charm, and influence to make things happen for people, a lot of men don't abuse it, but predators do. It's vile. And she's right about people knowing about Diddy. A lot of folks tried to sound the alarm about the former music mogul. A user on X that goes by a major 420 has been dropping clues on social media even before Cassie came out with her lawsuit. The user was working in the industry and would often tweet about how he couldn't wait for Diddy and all the other executives of the music industry to get exposed.
Major celebrities allegedly involved with Sean Diddy Combs' sex crimes are said to have quietly reached settlements already.
Now, back then, people would never take these accusations seriously and would chalk it up to a good old case of jealousy. But ever since Diddy's secrets have come to light, fans are digging up more posts from the past where people did try to tell us what sort of stuff he was up to. Shortly after Diddy got arrested, this same user came back on X and posted a video. In the video, he revealed that back when Diddy was just starting his career, he went on and threw a party for all the Jewish executives in the industry. But here's when things take a huge turn. Rumor has it that Diddy spiked everyone's drinks with something that made them a bit too loose. And that's when things went south and the entire party turned into an orgy. Now, Diddy wasn't just there for the party. Instead, he made sure to record the entire thing that went down that night. And he didn't just stop there. He even went on to use these recordings to blackmail all the people present at the party. That's how he was able to maintain his position in the industry over the years.
So he started hosting blackmail parties in collusion with these mobsters and inviting all sorts of important people to these blackmail parties to collect his own blackmail.
And here's where things get interesting. Shortly after the X account posted the video, their account got taken down along with the video. However, he wasn't the only one to talk about Diddy's actions. A journalist, Ian Carroll, also shared a few videos about Diddy's blackmail operation. According to him, these practices had been going on in Hollywood for decades. And Diddy wasn't the only one in this. He had a whole gang.
In order to understand this lawsuit against P. Diddy, you need to understand the history of blackmail. A lot of people in the comments are misunderstanding why rap music is so anti-gay. And a lot of people understand the ties of Israel and the Mossad to blackmail by Epstein.
So it looks like Diddy's case is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole lot to the industry that people aren't aware of. And if Diddy does start talking, then it's over for everyone. And that's why there's a target on Diddy's back in prison, and the former music mogul knows it. According to one insider, if you are a persona non grata for a certain gang or group, there are people who will go out of their way to do something bad to you. No one is ever truly safe or isolated. Hopefully, we don't end up with another Epstein situation. As of right now, Diddy's lawyers and the prosecution agreed to a tentative trial date of May 5th, 2025, to meet Combs' demand for a speedy trial. As for fans, well, they're not too shocked. One person said, "Most rich and famous people get bored of normal physical and social relationships, so they use their wealth and power to gain psychological advantages over anyone they can. A sad reality that has been going on for millennia already." Another person commented, "I always thought something was amiss about Diddy from way back in the day. I didn't think he was anything special as an artist and didn't get how he built an empire so quickly. I always saw Puffy as a coattail rider. The talent he surrounded himself were very obviously higher level than he ever could be. Now I understand how he rose so quickly." And that's all for today. What do you think about the situation? Will Diddy's case be affected by these statements? What will the feds do now? Let us know what you think in the comment section below, and make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more videos. We will see you guys in our next video with more updates from the celebrity world.